I think I'm gonna go with that. I'll still have 3 lands. I can copy like the Young Pyromancer, for example. That gives me more and draw 3 cards. I don't want to put everything back, so that gives me more tokens. I think that's a good play here. I'll still go with that one, sorry. Oh, I can take an extra turn. That's also very good. Yeah, I'll take an extra turn after this one. Why not? I think this is a good play here. I could Valakut Awakening, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna create another token. Yeah, so I can attack with both actually, because it's in the air. I don't think our opponent has any creatures with reach, any flyers, so it goes down to 4. I will end my turn. I will sacrifice one of these elementals. It really does not matter. Oof, another one, that's fantastic. And we got the win. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be another all-out brawl episode, and now we're not doing the color challenge, but I'm still going to keep the name. So with that in mind, Rootha Mastering the Moment was a commander I thought would be very interesting to try it out, especially with the new cards from Secrets of Strixhaven. Rootha is one of those cards actually, but I like this commander because it gives you that Izzet control with also a very aggro element with the huge elementals you're gonna create. Because it reads, if you don't know what Rootha does, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, create an XX blue and red elemental creature token with flying and haste, where X is the greatest mana value among instant and sorcery spells you've cast this turn. Big stuff that you can play. As you can see, we have a bunch of those. We have Force of Will, Time Warp, Invoke Calamity, Splatter Technique, Improvisation Capstone. What a goddamn card, man. Seagate Restoration, Alrund's Epiphany. Chandra doesn't count, but it works perfectly because it allows you to copy instants and sorcery spells. Sublime Epiphany, Season of Weaving, Echo Casting Symposium. So a lot of big spells that you can actually play on your turn and get big creatures out of Rootha. The way to do that is by making things cheaper with cards like Baral and Ruby and Sapphire Medallion, for example, Archmage Emeritus as well, Archmage of Runes, and then you just go and control the board with a lot of, you know, control cards. Like 3 Steps Ahead as a counter, Cyclonic Rift, Mission Briefing allows you to go get stuff from the graveyard, Young Pyromancer allows you to create tokens so that you can hold up the board depending on what you're playing against. A lot of card join, Expressive Iteration, Goblin Electromancer and Stormcatch Mentor also make your things cheaper. So, you know, you have a lot of things here that I'm not really gonna get into it. A lot of new cards like Pensive Professor that has increment, and whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on this creature, you can draw a card. Uvilda is fantastic. You may exile an instant or sorcery card from your hand and put 3 own counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard this exile, remove a own counter from hit, and when the last own counter is removed from this card, if it's exiled, you may cast it. It costs 4 less to cast this way, so you can utilize Uvilda Dino Perfection to make your bigger things cost a lot less. Or you can utilize Nasari Din of Expression to, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of each opponent's library. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among those exiled cards, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. So you can either make your things cheaper or free, or make your opponent's spells your own. You know, you have a lot of stuff happening here. A lot of card draw, a lot of control, doubling the mana, protection, you know, obviously Rhystic Study has to be here. So I think it's a pretty complete deck. Obviously it can become better. Let me know down in the comments in which way you would improve this deck. What cards am I missing that are a perfect fit for this? And also let me know if you guys try it out. I think this is a pretty interesting commander. If you have a different list, please show it to me. A different way of playing with this, please show it to me. I really think it is a very fun deck. So really hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm not gonna keep yapping for much longer, and let's get in some games. Hawkerish with Sephiroth Fable Soldier. That's not gonna be an easy matchup, but we might have a chance here. I will keep. Not great, but I will keep this because we will surveil and we have an expressive iteration. Oh, I'll definitely take the Force of Will. I know we're gonna spend the only blue card we have, but I'll definitely take the Force of Will. It will be very helpful in the next couple of turns. Full sleeves. Don't really fit the deck, but full sleeves. Not that mine do necessarily, but so let me go with that. That is sorcery, so I will put big score in my hand. That one there and that one there. I cannot play the land, so big score is gonna be very good, so we can get a little bit more mana, a little bit more cards in hand. Resentful Revelation. Yep. The rest into the graveyard, so 2 lands. And we got another land. That's perfect, man. That's exactly what I... This is gonna be decent when he tries to kill our creatures, or when he tries to utilize an ability. For example, that, you know, I can change that for... But that costs 0, so it doesn't really make any difference. I can, however, do that and change it to my creature, I think. So I'm gonna pass turn because I will want to either Force of Will or big score. Most likely big score. That is fine, I'll let that happen. Lightning Greaves on the Ophiomancer, obviously. I will big score so I can get mana, I can get cards, blah blah blah. I will take out the island because we're gonna get a treasure, and we're gonna be drawing 2 cards, so we'll most likely hit at least one land, I would assume. We got 2, see? That is kind of crazy, but kind of expected at the same time. Okay, so we can go with Polluted Delta. Let's go fetch. Do I have 3 islands? I have 1, 2, right? Yeah. So 1, 2 islands. So Mystic Sanctuary does not really do a lot here. I'll go with the regular island. We will go with the Emperor of Palamecia, whatever the name is, and I think we will pass turn because we can invoke Calamity, even though I really don't have a lot of things. Well, I actually have perfectly the 6, so I think that's gonna be my play for the next turn. Invoke Calamity into a big score and expressive iteration, or just Force of Will, something our opponent does. Let me think, because I can also redirect Lightning right now, and I'll still have... I'll lose 5 life. I'll still have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna give it a little thinking here, because I do not want to lose the Emperor, to be fair. Yeah, I'll redirect Lightning, but since I cannot really do anything else, I'll pay 2, because I can always Force of Will. Hello. That is fine. You will lose your Peter Bloom Bearer. So I really don't understand what was that play, but that's fine. If he attacks, I'll just take the hit and be done with it. Arcane Signet is also good. We will still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana now. 7 with the Arcane Signet. So yeah, I'll play that. I will go and play the Otawara as land. That will only give me 3. So no, I think I want to invoke Calamity. I really think invoke Calamity will be a good one here. Sacrifices a creature of their choice. I'll go with another thinking here. I can do that, invoke Calamity, maybe redirect Lightning and Expressive Iteration. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Invoke Calamity. Because I don't want to go with that. I would rather do those things. So Expressive Iteration and redirect Lightning. I will pay 5 life. I don't mind that. Choose one from my hand. Sublime Epiphany, sure. Steal the show and that, because I will not play anything. Wait, didn't that work? With a single target. So why couldn't I change? Well, doesn't matter. I thought I could change the... Yeah, I said hello already. I thought I could change the target from me to my opponent, but I guess I misread the card or miscalculated or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can literally go with Rootha and then Sublime Epiphany. I think I'm gonna do that. Sublime Epiphany on our opponent's turn will be very useful. You know, we can counter something. We can counter target activated or trigger ability if we want to. Create a token. I will actually do that now. So counter spell. Return, create a token that's a copy of target creature I control. I don't need to do that part, and I will draw a card. So done. Non-land permanent. I think since I cannot go with that, and that is cheap, also that I'll go with that, and I will draw a card. And I can still go with the Force of Will if we are in a lot of trouble. Don't really want to lose my Cyclonic Rift, but I know I haven't played this as well as I could or should. You know what? I'll just I will do that. Maybe our opponent wants to go with a ninjutsu or something ability, and I don't. I'm not in the mood to let that one fly. Oh, that is a crazy one. Not gonna lie. Can also Cyclonic Rift, Overload. I kinda need to think here. By Ashling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's not enough to overload. I think I'm just gonna pass turn. I will try and overload my opponent, you know, or if there's not like a lot happening, I will just Hullbreaker Aura as well because it has flash, and I can set up for a next turn or a better turn or whatever. Pass to attackers. Let's see. Deals 1 damage to you, and you draw a card. Okay, so I will take the 2. I will see if our opponent has something to go, because I can always Force of Will. So let me go with the Hullbreaker Aura. I think now we can start doing some crazy stuff, especially now that we have the loot. So I'm gonna start taking out these tokens. Can I overload? I can actually overload this, so let me think. I'm gonna go with that. I will let... Yeah, I'll take that one out as well. No, I'll decline. I don't want to lose anything, so I'll attack with the Hullbreaker Horror. Obviously, nothing's gonna happen. I decided not to overload because I'm being greedy as all hell. Sure. He can do that to one creature. And, you know, I lose a life, he gains a life. Still got 4, still got a Force of Will and a Cyclonic Rift, so nothing too insane. Okay, that's fine. Next turn I'll definitely Cyclonic Rift, so I'm solid on that one. Don't need to worry that much, you know. I don't think, at least. Sure. Is our opponent attacking? No, I think he just wants to protect his Sephiroth. I would assume at least that it wouldn't make any sense to attack when I have a 3-4. Okay, I guess he's attacking. That doesn't make any sense, but you cannot kill me this turn, I don't think, so that is fine by me. Oh, I like that. So, I have a crap ton of mana. I'll go with that. I'll play the Molten Core Maestro. I'm not even gonna do that right now, to be fair, because I'm just gonna go with that. Again, not even gonna do that, because that's just wasting time. And yep, I think I'll just attack with everything. Our opponent doesn't have a lot of mana. We are completely tapped out as well, so our opponent can actually do some stuff, but at the same time we're only on we have 4 life, so maybe we will survive this. Let's see. We lose 1. I thought we would lose 2 because our opponent committed a crime, but it didn't. So Hullbreaker Horror, Rootha, and Resonating Loot again. What a card! I still love this card. And obviously Cyclonic Rift. They really came in clutch. I might have misplayed here and there, you know. I was a little bit too greedy. I wanted the most value out of my Cyclonic Rift, so we got to 3 life. But we still got the win at the end. That's the most important thing. Let's get into another one. Pretty decent first win. Let's see what Macaroni _3 does with Ulalek Fused Atrocities. It's not going to be an easy game, trust me. It's going to be crazy. God damn it. Force of Negation, I like that. The One Ring, I like that. I think I'll keep. It's not perfect. I always say that, but you guys know me already. I'll take another land, sure. Sure, I'll let that one go. I'll much rather try and take out that, even though I can see him having Cavern of Souls or something. Okay, so another Talisman. We got a Time Warp, which is pretty decent. I'm gonna go with that, and I'll actually play the Pensive Professor. If it dies, it dies. There's not a lot I can do, so who cares? Okay. Will not worry about that one. Damn, man. That's too good. That one is too good. That's gonna give a lot of value. It's gonna give a lot of value, man. Nah, I have to do that. Unfortunately, I have to do that, and I'll take that one out. I cannot let that one slide, man. Oh, we got another land. Of course we did. So I'm gonna go with that, and I think I'm gonna go with Rootha. Maybe our opponent just focuses more on taking care of my commander instead of playing the Ulalek, but I don't know if that's gonna be the case or not. Okay. He's exiling a land? Yep. That's great for me. Library of Alexandria doesn't really do anything for me, but I'll still play it, and I'll play the One Ring now. Let's see if I can protect my my creatures. I will attack my creatures myself. I wish the One Ring protected my creatures as well. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have been able. Oh my god! And we got more mana. That's perfect. That's literally what we wanted. Thanks, Magic. Love you. Oh my god! This game is gonna kill more mana. Okay, thank you very much. This is the type of game we were not supposed to win in any way, shape, or form. That's all that is. That is all there is. That is all. So, we still have a shot. I'm complaining, but we still do have a shot. We just need the... okay, Force of Will is pretty decent, but, you know, kinda sucks at the same time. So, I'm going to go with this. And I'm gonna go with those two, I guess. I need to do this if our opponent has something. I'm screwed. Put it in hand. We still won the game just because we managed to outvalue our opponent, but this was ridiculous. I don't know why our opponent quit, I'm gonna be honest with you. I will still lose Rootha. Sure, I have cards in hand, but our opponent has no idea what I have. The One Ring wouldn't protect me. Everything costs 2 less, except Birds of Paradise, but like he could play Sowing Myco Spawn for 2, Anti-Coastal Vestige for 2 less, still copy it, blah blah blah, you know. So our opponent quit because Brawl doesn't have a ranked system. If it did, I really doubt our opponent would quit this easily, but we managed to get the win. We were very lucky with this one, but I'll take it, man. Let's get into another one. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 against Daniel Chip. Joyra, Ageless Innovator is the commander. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be difficult. I know what that does because I've been looking at some decks to build, you know, so I know exactly what that does. I will keep this. Force of Negation, man, it's really difficult to say no to. I think I'm gonna go with that, and I will pass turn. I will draw another card. So let me do that, draw another card. We now have 2 and we are getting a lot of mana again. So congratulations. Oh, I'm such an idiot, man. I'll take out the Mana Confluence. I think there's no point in hurting ourselves constantly. I forgot that Library of Alexandria is very good to draw extra cards, but it sucks when you want to actually do something more interesting with it. Sure, I'll go with the Fiery Islet. I don't know. We have 7 cards. We draw another one just to see what happens. Our opponent is certainly have more mana. Of course it is. Of course it is. I'll go with that. If our opponent wants to counter something, let him counter that. I'm pretty sure he might just want to put Ingenuity counters on Joyra. Yep. I don't know what he might have, but I know it's not going to be great for me. If he's willing to do that, I know it's not going to be great for me. So I'm going to go with... yeah, I know it sucks. I'm gonna go with I do apologize, because I know that sucks ass. So, Arcane Signet. I'll do the Fire Minds research as well, and I'll keep 2 open. I might exile the Aetherize if I want to. Nah. It's not your turn yet. It's fine. Sucks, but it's fine, you know what I mean? So now he has 4. I'm pretty sure that at this point it really does not need a lot of things. I'm gonna go with that. Force of Negation, because he's gonna get an artifact card. It's gonna be too crazy for me. He might have a counter or whatever, but I cannot really let that one slide, you know? I really hope we get something else that's not a land. Fan freaking tastic, my guy. So I'm gonna go with Rootha. Let's see, our opponent might have a wash away or something. No, okay, that's actually pretty decent. I'll just pass turn, I think. We really don't have a lot here. In control of target creature and opponent controls. God damn it, man. Okay, there's nothing I can do. That creature what? Can't attack or block for as long as you control this vehicle. Okay, that really goddamn sucks, you know. I could have at least gotten the token from Rootha, you know, with the mission briefing, but I am scared because that's getting huge. Okay, he's drawing 2 cards. Joyra, Ageless Innovator is crazy. Okay. Emery. Okay. Like, there's not a lot I can do, to be fair. Because I only have 1 mana available, you know, so I cannot really play any of those. I'll just pass turn. I will draw. Yeah, I'll take the hit there. So I'm gonna go with Molten Core Maestro, I think. And opponent definitely has something. Should I throw the 1 ring out of the window? I will. Screw it, man. This one will get a little bit bigger, which is awesome for me. I'm getting protection and I still can mission briefing. I probably will not. I'll probably use the 1 ring to draw cards or something, but oh yeah, I forgot I also draw a card when he draws a card at the beginning of the turn, so that's actually pretty good for me because I'm still on 22 life, you know. So let me see if there's something I want to do here, because our opponent can pretty much do anything he wants, so I'm gonna give a little thinking here. I'll try and do that to see what I can get. I know I'm taking a little bit of a hit, but okay. I don't necessarily mind that too much. We have a lot of mana already, so we can, if our opponent completely taps out, we can, I think, Cyclonic Rift already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can. So I think that has to be the play. He's not completely tapped out, but I really don't see us. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try and do this, man. Pretty sure our opponent has something, but the state of the game is already too crazy for our opponent. Like, having a Joyra with already 8 ingenuity counters, it's insanity, man. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's just drawing. Let's hope it. Okay, I'm fine with that as well. Like, it's not ideal, but it's still pretty good, pretty decent. I'm gonna put it in hand, and I will draw because we still have 2 mana. Draw another one. I'm gonna go with Reliquary Tower because there was no point in doing anything else. I'm just gonna attack. Our opponent can and will do some crazy stuff now with Joyra having 10 ingenuity counters. That is insanity, but okay, Emery is gonna go with another 4 cards milled, because he can do this with an instant speed, right? Yeah. So I can play Rootha and he can just take out my my Rootha with his possession engine. So I don't know if that's something that makes a lot of sense. I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna take a big hit because of the scrolling crawler, but I kinda want something here, you know. That for our opponent is not a bad thing. So I don't think he's really like super worried about me. I need to discard 2 cards. So I'll discard the mountain. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do that. So 1, 2, 3. I'll have 1, 2. I'll have 6 mana. I can try in Chandra's. That's crazy, man. I'll go with that. I'll untap 1, 2, and 3. I'm losing a crap ton of life, man. Let's go with that. Does that? It's just target creature, right? Okay. And I will do this for 4. I do not mind. I will try and take those out because I didn't go for Joyra because I know he's gonna try and protect Joyra, you know? So there's not really any point in doing that. No attacks, no. Hopefully our opponent goes ham on whatever he plays and I can Mind Break Trap for 0. That is my goal here. So 1. Molten Core Maestro. Okay, he definitely wants to go with that too. And now let's see if he plays something else. I guess not. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'll block there because maybe our opponent will play something else. Okay, he did not. That's fine ish. That's fine ish. So we're losing 2. That is a good one. We'll go there. Okay, so we got a counter. We only have 4 life. So let me think here. Okay, I'm gonna do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will big score. I'll take out that one. I'm copying it. He's putting ingenuity counters. He's taking Rootha again, of course he is. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we got a lot of stuff. Target creature or planeswalker. I can steal the show. Discard a bunch of cards. Okay, so we got the win. I don't know why again. Maybe our opponent just had to leave. I was taking a lot of time. But maybe our opponent just had to leave. We had a lot of mana to play with, so 5 mana, but we were only on 4 life. I was going to discard at least 3 cards from my hand just to see what we could get, and I would probably take or try to take out Joyra with Steal the Show and maybe Molten Core Maestro just because it had menace. We were pretty much screwed. I really don't understand why our opponent left, but like I said, maybe he did need to leave. He did apologize, so appreciate the kindness, Daniel Chip. Let's get into another one. I am ready to play against Shieldred, Whispering 1. Let's see if our opponent is ready to play against us. I will keep this. I like the hand. At least it's a different deck than the ones I've been getting, man. Honestly, it's ridiculous the amount of people that play the same stuff every time. You know, getting one game or whatever against the Quandrix Prof and then getting a game against whatever the hell, that's normal, you know. But getting, I think the last 5 or 6 games I played against that new Planeswalker that I'm missing the name. I think I had a gameplay video or a game in this video against that one as well. But not only that, Quandrix Prof was like half of the other matchups. So honestly, insanity coming from our opponents here. So I'm gonna try and do this. I doubt our opponent wants to trade. It does. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's fine by me. That is definitely fine by me. I'll go with Ashling. I have a crap ton of mana. So, yeah. I'm fine with that. Even if Ashling dies this turn, which is, let's be honest, the most likely thing to happen, I cannot really complain that much. We got a new card out of it, so... Grave Researcher is not something, and we got more mana because of course we would, right? That's ridiculous, man. Okay, so let's see. One in my hand, one in the library, and one to play. So I don't want anything. This costs 0, so this I can play. This can come in my hand and that in the library, but I don't want that in the library. So I'll put that in the library, I think. So Temple of Epiphany, sure. Library, and this one gets exiled and I can play it this turn. So Mox Amber, and let me scry to see what the hell we're gonna get next. It's not a land. Yay, so happy, man. Bro, you know, like it gets to a point where things just make you happy. It's just ridiculous, man. So what's this? When this creature dies, create a 1/2 Black Phyrexian Worm artifact. Okay. I'll take 5. We're still solid. I'm gonna go with... I don't think it matters that much, so... That our opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that means upkeep. That player sacrifices a creature of that choice. Okay, so I think I'll do that. Firemind's Research, and I'll just pass turn because we can now deal for 3 damage, I think. No, 2 damage to something with the Traumatic Critique, and still have enough to and still draw 2 cards. So that is pretty decent. Okay, Bloodghast. Our opponent is going all out. So we can deal 2, right? Or can we deal 3? Let me try. We cannot. Yeah, see, I knew it. So I'm gonna take the Dark Confidant because he's getting a lot of value out of that. Okay, that's fine by me. Do not care. I will discard the Sanctuary because of course I will discard the goddamn Sanctuary. Oh my god, we just got more land. Of course we did. So can do that and still have 4 mana. I'll do that, yeah. And I can Mission Briefing. Yep. And then that's good, but I'd rather have that in my hand. Expressive Iteration, and now we can play that one. Let's go do the same thing. So 1 in my hand, this goes to exile and that goes to the library. Is that it? Okay, so and library, exile. Well, let's see. Hopefully we will be able to survive another turn, but I'm sure Rootha is gonna die immediately. If our opponent plays the Sheoldred, we're gonna have to sacrifice the token, but that's at the beginning of our upkeep. Start confident again. Okay, so he's attacking with those two. I'll block there, I'll block there. Well, no, I won't block there actually. I will block there though. I'll take 3 because now Shouldered will kick in. I need to sacrifice that token. Seagate Restoration is also pretty interesting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 1, 2, and 7. Okay, so that's exactly what I need. But we're gonna go to just 6. I'll do that. I don't care. Young Pyromancer, and now I'll see if we can get something good, you know. So I'll definitely sink into Stupor, and I will put Shieldred back, I guess. And I'll go with that. Well, I cannot really pay that. That sucks. Yeah, decline. We will be able to at least get a couple tokens. So we'll have a couple blockers there. A 7/7 is always nice. I can attack, but I won't. Fairly certain our opponent will have a crap ton of stuff. Of course you do have that. Imagine getting as a top deck a Rise of the Dark Realms when you have, what, this costs 7, 8, 9, he has 5, 6, 7, 8, he has exactly 8 because of the Jet Medallion, obviously. Okay, our opponent chose to play that one. He will reanimate something. Ghost Strider, okay. I'm a little confused with what our opponent wants to do, but I will obviously block. I'll block there, I don't care, and I'll block there again. He's crying. Okay, fine by me. Will he scry again? No. Okay. So now Shoulder is gonna trigger. I'll take out the elemental there. Okay, Season of Weaving is not terrible. I will play that again. The what's this called? Improvisation Capstone. I'll obviously play both. Let me protect my Rootha if I can. Now I can do several things. If I go with this, I will not really have any lands, so I think I'm gonna go with that. I'll still have 3 lands. I can copy like the Young Pyromancer, for example. That gives me more and draw 3 cards. I don't want to put everything back, so that gives me more tokens. I think that's a good play here. I'll still go with that one, sorry. Oh, I can take an extra turn. That's also very good. So if I do this... Oh, I won't have... yeah, I'll take an extra turn after this one. Why not? I think this is a good play here. I could Valakut Awakening, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna create another token. Yeah, so I can attack with both actually, because it's in the air. I don't think our opponent has any creatures with reach, any flyers, so it goes down to 4. I will end my turn. I will sacrifice one of these elementals. It really does not matter. Oof, another one, that's fantastic. And we got the win. So this was a fantastic showing of the deck. Like, our opponent came in prepared with everything. This was weird in a sense, but also exactly what the deck wants to do, because the moment we got enough mana and we stabilized our board, I feel like a couple decent draws were enough for the deck to really work out as I envisioned it. The improvisation capstone was very important. The Molten Core Maestro last turn gave us a chance to do a lot more because of the second ability. You know, if 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell at an amount of red mana equal to this creature's power. So that was very, very good. This turn we would have actually done a lot as well. We had 9 mana available. We could have played Baral, make our cards a little cheaper. We would have drawn, we would have played things for free with the improvisation capstone. Paradigm seems like a crazy thing to do, especially in Brawl / Commander. So that's actually very good. I really enjoy this one. Final thoughts, really like this deck. I think that Izzet with this Strixhaven release became a lot better than it already was. I know that the title of my last video was a little clickbaity, you know, I don't think there's gonna be any bans actually, but I really do think that deck is very good as a control deck. Go watch it if you haven't, but I really do think you can rank up quite easily with it, and quite a lot as well. So Brawl is kind of the same thing. You can do a lot with Rootha. It was a commander that I felt was very interesting because it gives you that Izzet control, right? Because you want to be playing instants and sorceries. For this to kind of work, you need to be playing it on your turn. But there's a lot of instants and sorceries that you want to be playing in your turn, like Cyclonic Rift, for example. You can play it in your opponent's turn, and you can play on your turn to try and finish out the game, you know? Card sorceries you can only play in your turn. Cards like Seagate Restoration, Alrund's Epiphany, you know, stuff like that. You do that, you create a giant 7/7. I didn't even remember to put cards like Harmonicon, for example, that I'm fairly certain would be crazy here because you'll be doubling the triggers and stuff like that. So there are ways of making this deck better. Please let me know down in the comments what cards you think I should add, and if you want to see a revised list in a couple of weeks or whatever for this deck, let me know if you tried this deck or this commander out, and if you enjoyed it, because I actually enjoyed this one very much. This was a cool video to make. I really hope you guys also enjoyed watching the video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. We're only 2 subs away from the 350 sub goal. I can smell it already. And that's all thanks to your support, so truly appreciate it. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.